I'll agree this time. It's the fact that, okay, the setups, and even on the attacking side, DRX, they're doing what they prepped, but they haven't been able to adjust to Sentinels' push back on these retakes.
Yeah, exactly. And they're getting caught by a lot of flashes, and I think this is, going to have to maybe be go back to maybe old school DRX, where they play really deep post plants, try to play for those mollies, play for those long setups to try to see if you can avoid some of these pop flashes that are so well set up, and RB's ready for 10s.
Oh, but the setup here for the showstopper, a bit of a costly one, I would say. I guess having to use your own teammate as bait for that ultimate, but you will still clear at showers now. During all of that, Zest, he's already taken over U-Haul, Sentinels. Zekken's quite well aware that they haven't had information on that part of the map, so they'll just wait things out. And oh, Mako just follows the Seekers through the smoke. He's connected telepathically to those cabbages, able to pick up a double there. And this round, off the timeout, DRX looking to take things back into control. And now we can just see all the comments on Reddit just saying, Termi, look what happens when you call a timeout, man. You get those round wins back.
Dude, it is a little bit tilting sometimes.
Yeah, it's always been the case. His timeouts used to be so good.
Yep. And we get why. We know why. Oh, Buzz is going to take Saucy out. But we know why Termi stopped calling timeouts. It's to get Stacks and the rest of the team to try to think on the fly, to adapt themselves, to be a little more creative. With varying levels of success.
I've pushed the button here, I can tell.
No, I mean, I agree with you, and for the most part, that he should be doing it more often. But I think people at home sometimes don't fully understand the reasoning if they don't watch a lot of Pacific. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
There is logic behind it, and we've definitely seen some positive impacts of it as well. But
Sure.
obviously, it's kind of a long-term thing to look at. But nonetheless, they call the timeout. They're able to get the round win, trying to bring things just a bit closer. Neat idea here from Sentinels, right? They try to play off the fact that you're going to be used to you're usually sending the fake out first. But Tens comes in the flesh. Will have to be the bait, sacrificial bait here for Zekken to pick up that kill. And now we continue on. Economy kind of crushed for Sentinels. That's that timeout coming to full value for DRX as they continue with rifles here in round 18.
And DRX, knowing that it's going to be mostly an eco for Sentinels, expecting some kind of aggression, playing with the spike still in market. And now Tens, with the only rifle, gets the kill on the Stacks.
Tens, his timing's on the swings off of the utility, especially from Saucy. Whether it's meant to be a fat flash, whether it's meant to just be bait, whether it's just a distract. He's on point, as he always has been throughout his career. Now DRX taking some hookah control, but they are missing their sky, so they have to clear some more angles. Meanwhile, Tens, when did you get here? Zest has no idea. The spike dropped as well. Rifle recovered. Now Tens, he has to hold the fort. He's not going to be able to do so, but that's already clock ticking down to the 40-second mark. DRX all spread out across. Sentinels now coming back. They know this lurk has always been here from RB. RB, I think he spotted him. Yep, Zelsis, they know from each other. The paint shows. Oh, almost trying to survive with 2 HP. But now DRX down to 2 members. This round would have been so crucial for them to continue the momentum, but the Boombot goes out, trying to tie him up off of the molly. Not going to last long enough to find his target, but Buzz already down so low. Just trying to hide amongst the smokes, waiting for Mako to draw attention. Mako even gets the kill. That leaves Buzz open, but Zekken gets the swing. Headshot on point. Molly tried to buy space, but Mako knows he's stuck. 3 members circling around him. No way to stop this defuse. John Cutie's waiting for it, and the headshot is on point. Saucy with another defuse gets another ult towards the Seekers as Sentinels gets 1 step closer to the map win.
Tens, this is his round. Talking about Saucy earlier, now this is the Tens round. Just opening things up, playing off that flash from Saucy so nice early, and then gets the gate crash behind enemy lines, and DRX has no idea, never heard it, it was too deep, and he is able to find huge value there and really just throw DRX into absolute chaos. And from there, very difficult for DRX to come through with the win. So yeah, just brilliant stuff here from Sentinels. I mean, the coordination, especially with the initiator and the pseudo-initiator in This guy right there.
Yeah, he's hurting them. He's hurting them all into one big group, but DRX, they know they've done this play themselves, and they are so well prepared for this push out, even the pinch from the Yoru. Ten's not going to survive that play. Now Sentinels, they kind of gambled on this one, and it doesn't come home for them. All members still alive and quite healthy on the side of DRX.
Yeah, worth a try. You're up 11-7. Might as well go for it. Just see if you can get away with it. See if you can catch them sleeping a little bit. But like you said, yeah, DRX, there are some of these plays that they read really, really well because they've run the Yoru on this map as well. Buzz, headshot on Azelsis, and take him down. John QT can't find Zest either. So it is a flawless for DRX, but I don't mind doing these kind of plays because then they get in your head and you know, you've got enough of a lead that you can kind of experiment and try things like this a little bit. So totally fine for Sentinels.
Yeah, and a lot of these rounds they've won, again, are off of these resteaks, right? So if you put that pressure in, you draw out a little bit more time from DRX, don't allow them to really go for these speedy plays.
Exactly.
All the better to try to get here to map point. But this time, you know, DRX, they've done the push out even without the Yoru. They hear the dimensional drift being used. They are quite well aware, had all the angles covered. And DRX, okay, it looks like they have a read on what Sentinels intended to do with that play because they are not slowing down. They want to take control of the B side here.
And they're one away from a couple big ults. Our DRX, both Buzz and Zest. One out. Ten's going to use the drift there to fake it through the teleporter, but DRX just going to stand pat. Really fooled too much.
Yeah, it seems like that was used maybe because this Poison Cloud had a bit of a miss here. It doesn't entirely cover that alley here on B long. So just making sure that, okay, it's a weak side anyway. Let's empty it. 10's still back, though, in time. Flash just to allow for a peek out. Saucy not going to find a target just yet.
Yeah, Buzz going to chew through a little bit of damage. Going to be healed up, but 10's just, geez, swings the corner and takes Zest out. I mean, he's so clean right now. John QT as well.
And the spams through the toxic screen. You always got to watch out for that. You can't just try to creep by with no noise. RB will do whatever damage he can, but that's just Ten's trying to fish for more information. He knows that there's still presence here on the B side. That calls for Zelsis to come back over. That orbital strike is online. He should be able to delay the plan, and DRX, they need to understand they're running out of time a little bit quicker than they had hoped for. As the Brimstone just waiting. They're trying to buy out the ultimate. Zelsis doesn't bite the bait, and Saucy still holding on to backside. John Cutie with the trade as well. Spike down, and that's going to be the site clear to Sentinel. Goes all the way up to map point.
Just great trading here for the Sentinels. The early recognition of the space that DRX is trying to take off of that orb. You know, they just start spamming in there. As soon as that orb is tapped, there are 3 players all stacked up right next to it, and things just start falling down. I mean, that's just clean from 10. Able to be shut down by RB up into the hook area, but follow-ups here so good. Yeah, Saucy expecting that flash, turns it enough that he's able to anticipate the player coming out the backside, and then the follow-ups are right there. So you gotta love what you're seeing from Sentinels. It's good coordination, it's good communication.
Yeah, and just, you know, the way they're rotating their backup back and forth, especially working off of that Yoru, right? Ping-ponging back and forth. You know, when you say a site is weak, you just kind of let it be, empty it out, just try to buy time with the toxic screen, with those phantom spams. And it's been working well, and it has been doing wonders against DRX here. Now a second timeout. It's happening. The timeouts are being called. The players are talking. We can see their mouths moving. Mako's smiling.
Oh,
DRX
it's over.
fans.
It's over. It's Jover. Mako smiled.
Have hope.
I'm sorry, Sentinels fans. There's not enough hopium in the world to counter Mako's smile.
Yeah, I mean, and the overall atmosphere doesn't seem too bad, though, right? And I think, you know, sure, this isn't like VCT champions or anything, but this is a good sign for DRX. Sometimes they get a little bit too tense, and so far they're like, okay, you know, we see what's been going wrong. We know what to fix up. You do have 2 strong ultimates. You can use the Showstopper to open things up and then defend the plant with the Viper's Pit. We'll see if it comes through that way, though.
Yeah, we need to see a little less, you know, like Batman levels of seriousness from DRX. A little more Joker in them, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit, why so serious? They don't need to be, you know what I mean?
Like it. I like it. A little balance there in Gotham.
Exactly.
Well, DRX, we'll see if that works out. Now, the early smoke from Sentinels, they've conditioned for this 2 rounds ago. They want to make them think that it's always possible to even take that teleporter, use the gate crash to go back. So 10s, both gate crashes have now been set up. They pushed out B main as well. So Sentinels, all the information that they would want, that the execute is still prepped here for the A site.
All right, screen is up. Try to make the push off the back of this trail laser and the showstopper. So good.
Yeah, spots one, but does he suspect the second? No, he doesn't. 10 still staying alive. The flash just to make sure that they can hold on to backside. The Seekers are coming through, and so is the Orbital Strike. Send kind of full sending here with all of their ultimates just to keep DRX tied up. There's still 40 seconds on the clock, so that means Saucy has to go back to B just in case there's a rotation. Coming in from the attacking team. RB stuck. The flash trying to open up some margin. RB needs to be prepared. The plan is trying to get stuck, but Tens with a nice swing. Not able to get the second, but the molly is there from Zelsis. Good cover. And now Saucy, he's been waiting for this moment. One and not going to find the second. 15 seconds on the clock. Can he get here in time? John QD finds it, but Stacks, he needs to stick it. He needs to hold on to it. Zelsis has arrived. 1v2 Stacks. He's done this before. Finds the headshot. Can't get it. The guiding light, the pop flash. Waits for it, but he's just too low. John Cutie gets the call. Classic out. And ladies and gentlemen, Sentinels will be leading the series 1-0 as they take their map pick of Bind.
Got to like what you're seeing. Again, the coordination's so good. Some of the individual plays. Love the pop flash there from Tens. The one that you can bounce right up outside of the brim smoke. If you just look straight down, you can pop it straight up and it actually comes out the very top of the smoke. Has a huge radius that it affects too. And he's able to make things that much more difficult. So I don't know what's up with these flowers, but they're working?
Yeah?
Are these a thing? Like, is it spring? I always associate these kind of things with like spring celebrations, you know,
like outdoors,
yeah.
You know.
It's cold. It's cold in
Summer
Korea.
weddings, things like that. It is quite cold. It's gotten a little bit warmer. It was like freezing cold when the teams landed.
True.
Yeah, early on in the week. But, well, Sentinels, they're definitely looking hot as they continue with another map win here at the AVL. Selected Bind after having watched DRX play it against Full Sense. They take a 13-8 victory. A little bit back and forth, but they even changed 6 rounds in the middle of it from the first half going over to the second, continue to stay ahead.
Yeah, and I think, you know, you had to be really encouraged on that attacker side, able to handle very nicely the Cypher setups. Eventually, it took a little while, but they were able to get there, and things like that, the adjustments being made, but truly the coordination is where you should be most impressed. Like the fundamentals and the protocols that already this Sentinels roster has. The teamwork is so on point so far. That's, to me, the good sign of a team that is built for success throughout the years. When those pieces are already in place, now you can start getting even more creative. Now you can start adding more depth and strategy to that playbook and still be able to rely on those fundamentals.
Yeah, I mean, we see it with the strongest teams, right? I mean, we see it all the time with a team like Paper Rex. That's why, despite some of the craziness they have, they're able to win. Saw it at the prime of DRX as well, and now Sentinels. The team fundamentals, right? The core mechanics of how a team should function really starting to shine through and actually overcoming some crazy odds as DRX has 14 first kills and Sentinel's still able to convert quite a few of them.
And the big reason I'm seeing in when I look through some of the stats here is that it's the assists for the Sentinels. Yeah, you've got some big kill numbers for Buzz and Zest, but when you see the assist numbers for particularly Zelsis, Tens, and Saucy, 10+ assists for each of them, 9 assists for John QT. Like, those KDAs are what make the difference here for Sentinels.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, just hammering home the point that the teamwork is there here for Sentinels, going up against the Core 5, which has really been standing the test of time here in Korea for DRX, but it's starting to show some cracks. And DRX, they will have to play from the back foot, as they often do in these best-of-3s. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, this is a best-of-3, and of course we have 3 matches tonight as well, so we've still got a long way to go. But Sentinels currently going to be leading 1-0 on Bind. Next up, we will be going to DRX's map pick. They will be bringing us to Split. Curious to see if they can tie things up 1-1. We find out right after this. big risk. They'll wait for this. You know the Dynamite's still on cooldown. They're trying to get jump onto Stacks. The flash in full force. He can't see anything, but Seth is right behind him with a... Trying to fade out a couple more members. Still 20 seconds on the clock down. One more option, but Stacks and RB both be stopped by RB with the Phantom. Taking down Zekin, and there's a spray from... You're only one teleport heard here. Oh, and that is the Orbitals. Well, it does make a big difference. We have to rely on the op anyway. All the way through. Bako's been defended. Says, oh no, the kill comes in, and it's not going to be enough time. Our call worked. Let's just wait to find them here. And Gardner lining him up with the double coming out from Zekin and John QD. The teamwork continues to be impeccable. Stacks will get a double kill, but some of these pop flashes that are so well set up, but RB's ready for 10. Oh, but the just waiting, trying to buy out the ultimate. Celsius doesn't bite the bait, and Saucy still holding on to backside. John Cutie with the trade as well. Spike down. That's going to be the site clear.
나를 부르는 수많은 단어들.
페이커?
불사대마 데빌력.
하지만 나를 가장 기쁘게 하는 건
상혁이야!
팬들과 소통할 때 나는 살아있음을 느낀다.
혹시 나랑 1대1 가는? 피지컬은 나쁘지 않는데 운영이 좀 아쉽네.
선수들과 직접 소통할 수 있는 개인 방송과 구독자 Q&A까지 아프리카 TV 팀페이지.
Một sản phẩm của VTV Các, xem miễn phí và bình luận trực tiếp trên online, nền tảng livestream các giải đấu thể thao điện tử. Cháy từng khoảnh khắc cùng với các streamer. Xem livestream vui hơn, tranh luận kịch tính hơn, thách đố dinh qua khủng. Online, nền tảng livestream tương tác bản quyền. Xem ngay